Hi guys, Alberto here, you're watching the Bedroom Rocker YouTube channel, and today I'm making a pickup comparison video using single coils, P90s and humbuckers. So first I'm gonna give you a brief introduction to each one of the pickups, then I'm gonna show you the three guitars that I'm gonna use in the comparison, also then the amplifier and the full recording chain, and then I'm gonna play the three guitars over several backing tracks in different styles, also using clean and distorted sounds, so that you can have an idea of how these pickups differ. And then finally we move on to the discussion part. So grab a drink, sit tight, and let's go. The earliest and simplest of the three pickup types are the single coils. They use one magnet, they tend to produce lower outputs and a rather bright sound, and they also produce the infamous 60 cycle hum, especially when adding gain or distortion to the sound. The P90 is technically also a single coil pickup because it has one coil, but people usually use the term single coil to refer exclusively to Fender style pickups that would go into Telecaster or Stratocaster guitars, and when referring to P90s they would just say P90 or dog ear or soap bar pickups because of their format. So they use one magnet, but they have a larger bobbin. They tend to produce a way hotter signal than Fender-style single-coil pickups, and they also sound way darker. They also pick up 50 or 60 cycle hum, and because these pickups are slightly overwound, they tend to amplify these frequencies even further, so the P90s are the noisiest pickups on this comparison set. And then finally we have the humbucker pickup. These were the last ones to come out, and they use two coils wired in series with reverse polarity in order to cancel out these interference frequencies. So humbuckers tend to produce very little 50 or 60 cycle hum. They have a way better signal to noise ratio, and they also tend to produce a hotter output signal and sound darker than single coil pickups. The single coil loaded guitar I'm going to use is a Fender Baja Telecaster. This guitar is made in Mexico, but it's loaded with Fender custom shop pickups. On the neck I have a Twisted Tele, and on the bridge I have a Broadcaster pickup. So these are both sort of hot vintage single coils. They're by no means high gain pickups, but they produce a slightly hotter output than a vintage single coil would. For the P90s, I'm going to use the D'Angelico Deluxe Bedford. This guitar is loaded with two Seymour Duncan P90 pickups, and I believe these are quite authentic recreations of the original P90 pickups. For the humbuckers, I'm going to use the Gibson Les Paul Custom from the 80s. It has the original pickups in it. I'm not completely sure what they are, but I believe they are the 490R for the neck and 498T for the bridge pickup. Now, of course, keep in mind that this is not a scientific comparison. There is a ton of other factors influencing the sound other than the pickups. So, of course, the woods, the construction, the scale lengths, the strings, and we can go on for days. But I hope this could at least give you a rough idea of what differences you can expect and hopefully help you find the right guitar for you. The amp I'm going to use is a Victory V40 The Duchess. I'm going to set it clean and then use pedals for the gain sounds. I'm recording everything using impulse responses, so I'm going to use the True Notes Wall of Sound plugin to load cabinet simulations. I'm going to use a 4x12 Victory cabinet loaded with Celestion G12 M65 creamback speakers, and I chose this because I believe it's quite a versatile setup that can work for several different genres of music. And so I kept this consistent throughout all the recordings and didn't do any fine adjustments. So let me know what you think of the comparison, which one is your favorite pickup, make sure to drop a comment down below. For me, I have a very hard time picking one, but I believe the Telecaster is the one that suits my playing style the most, is the guitar that I tend to spend more time with. But then at the same time, every time I grab the D'Angelico or the Gibson Les Paul, I feel like I should spend more time with them because they are also great. And they really excel at different things, so it's great to have this variety of options, different flavors to choose from. Another take-home message is that you can play a wide variety of styles with any of these pickups. And then of course, if you're playing blues or country, this typically requires a brighter guitar sound, so you would lean towards single coil pickups. If you're going to play jazz, you may lean towards darker pickups like the P90 or the Humbucker. And if you're playing high gain, you would probably lean towards the Humbucker because of the better signal to noise ratio. But then feel free to experiment. There are loads of jazzers and high gain players using single coils, and P90s are also super popular for punk rock because of their extra punch and mid-range bite, so there's really no rules. And I think a really good starting point is to figure out which artists you like and see what guitars and pickups they are using and try to go after that, because it's ultimately what's going to inspire you the most to pick up the guitar frequently, practice, and get good at it. So that's it for today. I really hope the review was helpful and fun to watch. If that's the case, make sure to leave a like. And if you want to see more guitar and gear related content, also make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to stay tuned. Also, if you like what I'm doing here and you want to support the Bedroom Rocker YouTube channel, make sure to check my affiliate links in the description box down below. There you'll find links to all the guitars, amps, pedals and recording gear that I use. And if you use these links, I earn a small commission. This really helps me to get more products for making reviews like this one at no additional cost for you. So keep on rocking and cheers!